Hello, I'd like to talk to you about career opportunities in nutrition. First, to introduce myself, my name is Julie Lovegrove. I'm a Professor of Human Nutrition and Director of the Hugh Sinclair Unit of Human Nutrition at the University of Reading. I'm also Deputy Director of the Institute of Cardiovascular and Metabolic Research and Chair of the University Research Ethics Committee. I also have a number of external roles, and I'm privileged to be President of the Nutrition Society of UK and Ireland, Deputy Chair of the Scientific Advisory Committee on Nutrition, and a member of the Medical Research Council Population and Systems Medical Board. I've always had an early interest in the human body, in physiology, and how food and the diet interacts with it. This is a picture of one of my first books that I really enjoyed looking through, with the different transparencies showing the different aspects of the body. After taking science at school, I studied for a BSc in Human Nutrition and Dietetics at the University of Surrey. I was really inquisitive and always wanted to do research, and then went on to study for a PhD and then a postdoctoral research position. In 1996, I moved with Professor Christine Williams to the University of Reading, where we founded the Hugh Sinclair Unit of Human Nutrition. In 2003, I registered as a registered nutritionist with the Association for Nutrition that held the voluntary register. I was really interested not only in research, but also in teaching undergraduate and postgraduate students, and therefore was promoted in 2006 to a reader, which moved me from a research only to research and teaching position. In 2010, I got a personal chair. In 2013, the Hugh Sinclair chair, and became director of the Hugh Sinclair Unit of Human Nutrition. Throughout my career, I've also had a number of external roles, and I'd just like to highlight a few of the most influential ones here. In 1988, I became a student member of the Nutrition Society, and this is one of the largest learned societies in nutrition in the world today. The Nutrition Society has been a constant within my career and has really offered me opportunity and influenced me in my work. In 1996, I was invited to be a member of the Society of Chemical Industries Ingredients Group Committee. It's not directly related to nutrition, but I learned a lot of skills in committee work, in organising conferences, and also in networking, and have collaborators that I also see today. In 1997, I was accepted onto the European Nutrition Leadership Platform, which gave me great insight into leadership, teamwork, and individual work, and was really inspirational for my future career. In 2004, I was interested to get more involved with the governance of the Nutrition Society and was elected by the members to council. This time was really interesting and showed me how the Nutrition Society worked from within. In 2007, I became involved with the Association for Nutrition, joining the accreditation committee, where we set standards for nutrition, teaching, and accredited programs such as BScs and MSc to ensure that they met these standards, so that graduates could then move on to the voluntary register after getting their degrees. I became chair of this committee latterly. In 2010, I was really privileged to be appointed to the UK Government Scientific Advisory Committee on Nutrition, the main aim of which is to advise the government on nutrition policy development. I've been a member ever since, and this has really been an important part of my work. In 2016, I became Vice President of the Association for Nutrition and was involved in an application to get a protected title for nutritionists. In 2019, I was honoured to be appointed as the President of the Nutrition Society and was appointed as Deputy Chair of the Scientific Advisory Committee in 2020. In 2021, I joined the Medical Research Council's Population System Medical Board. Before I start, I'd like to explain the difference between dietitians and nutritionists. Dietitians generally are involved with giving dietary or nutritional advice to patients in a clinical setting, those that have diseases or conditions. Usually dietitians work within a hospital, but can also work within a community. Nutritionists generally are involved with giving nutritional advice to promote health and prevent disease. So much more on a population basis, but there are a large number of other opportunities for nutritional scientists, and I highlight these as I go through my presentation. I have been really interested in research and really inquisitive throughout my career. My research team has been looking at diet in relation to heart health or cardiovascular disease risk reduction, to looking at particularly fats, saturated fats, how they compare with unsaturated fats and carbohydrates in relation to lipids, circulating lipids, vascular health and the gut microbiome. Really interested in different sources of saturated fats and dairy particularly, and its link to cardiovascular risk. Trying within this life cycle study to improve the health benefits of dairy products. Also latterly interested in looking at dietary patterns. We don't eat nutrients, we eat foods and diets, and the impact of the combination of foods we eat are particularly important. The involvement of nutrients and genes and how they interact is of particular interest over the past 15 years. And I'm interested in giving personalised nutrition advice that motivates an individual to change their diet to a greater extent. And I've recently developed an app that delivers online personalised nutrition advice with colleagues. And also my team is interested in different fruits and vegetables, how they impact on the vascular system and also on the gut microbiome. There's a number of organisations that have been influential throughout my career, one of which is the Nutrition Society. It really has given me a lot of opportunities, particularly in disseminating my research. Of course, doing robust research is really important, but disseminating it and putting it into the public domain is equally as essential. The Nutrition Society publishes 6 internationally recognised journals and has given us the opportunity to disseminate our work. This is an example of a review one of my PhD students published last year that won the paper of the month. And I've been fortunate that 3 of my team have won this accolade over the years. The Nutrition Society also offers opportunity for awards, and this is an example of a postgraduate winner, Aggie Fiquette, one of my PhD students, that in winning this was offered the opportunity to give a full presentation to a summer meeting and also a full paper in the Proceedings of the Nutrition Society. The Nutrition Society also offers other awards to early career researchers, including the Silver Medal and the Cuthbertson Award, and senior awards such as the Blackster and the Hopkins. It's always important to attend conferences, particularly the Nutrition Society. I have been fortunate enough to attend all of the summer meetings run by the Nutrition Society, bar one when I was on maternity leave with my second child since I joined. And it's really improved my breadth of nutrition knowledge and my depth of knowledge. It's important to disseminate our findings. This photo is of my PhD student, Ross Valaise, presenting a poster at one of the Nutrition Society conferences. In addition to this dissemination, there is a number of member benefits of the Nutrition Society and opportunities to be involved with it. You can belong to committees such as the student section, and this is a picture of our current student group that ran the Nutrition Futures conference last year. The Science Committee organises conferences, publication committees involved with our 6 journals, but also our 6 textbooks, which I used as a student and also promote to my students. Whilst talking about publications, there's many opportunities for nutritional scientists to be involved with publications on editorial boards or in staff of those journals. And this is some area in which many nutrition scientists like to go into. We also have the Nutrition Society Training Academy involved with webinars, and theme leaders involved with organisation of conferences, and members of the council committee and trustee board involved with a governance of and strategy of the Nutrition Society. So you can be involved as an undergraduate all the way through to a senior scientist. But all of this work, voluntary work that we give to the society, would not have been able to happen if we didn't have our fantastic Nutrition Society staff team. This is a picture of them here, very ably led by our CEO, Mark Hollingsworth. And this group really supports us as members in progressing the ambitions of the Nutrition Society. And again, is another opportunity for Nutrition Societies to be involved with the Society as a staff member. I'd just like to briefly run through some of the roles I have as Nutrition Society President. In 2018, when Professor Philip Calder, pictured here, approached me and invited me to become president of the Nutrition Society, I was extremely taken aback and honoured with this invitation. In 2019, I became president, and many of my roles involve travel and interaction with international collaborators and other organisations. Here, I'm pictured with the president of Pakistan. I gave a presentation to him and also opened the first meeting of the Pakistan Nutrition and Dietetic Association. Unfortunately, latterly, due to the COVID pandemic, I've been unable to travel, but do join meetings internationally online. I also have the pleasure of judging and awarding a number of prizes, and this is the Cuthbertson Award that was awarded in 2019. I give many presentations publicly, and this is one of the opening our refurbished offices in London in just last year. And also presentations at a number of our events, and this is our annual reception in 2021. I'm extremely proud of our new strategic plan for our 5 years going forward. And this has taken time of the trustees and myself in planning this. And I'm really looking forward to working with members of the society with the strategic plan in the next few years. In 2021, we celebrated our 80th anniversary, and this was marked by a number of events and also awards. The Nutrition Society also publishes as a gazette biannually, and I write an article for this, and many other members can do this. And this is another way you can engage with Nutrition Society. And as president, I chair the council committee and also the trustee board, and these occur about 4 times a year. And I sit on another number of other committees of the Nutrition Society, but also outside of the Nutrition Society. So I have a very varied, stimulating and interesting role as nutrition president. As I say, I feel immensely privileged to be in this position and have gained such a lot from it. Another important organisation is that of the Association for Nutrition. This is the holder of the voluntary register of nutritionists and also sets standards for nutrition teaching, accrediting degrees that reach these standards, allowing graduates to move on to the voluntary register as associate nutritionists. It also endorses continued professional development events. One of the recent achievements of the AEFN, in collaboration with many organisations, including the Nutrition Society, is development of the undergraduate curriculum in nutrition for medical doctors. And this is hopefully going to be part of the curriculum going forward in the next year. There's opportunity for nutritionists to be involved with AFN on a voluntary basis, but also as the staff of AFN. I've always been really interested in public health nutrition, and there are a number of advisory committees. Committee on Medical Aspects of Food published 2 important reports in 1991 and 1994 for the dietary reference values for food, energy and nutrients for the UK, and also nutritional aspects of cardiovascular disease. And these were something that I looked at almost on a daily basis whilst doing my PhD and going forward. I therefore felt immensely proud and privileged to be appointed as a member of the Scientific Advisory Committee on Nutrition, which took over from COMA in the year 2000. I've also been involved with a number of the SACN working groups and involved with publication of these two reports here. It has been really inspirational being part of this committee, meeting and working with experts in nutrition over the 12 years I've been involved. However, our work would not be possible without the massive support and expertise of our Secretariat that sit in the Office of Health and Improvements and Disparity, previously the Public Health England. These people support us and are experts in their area and involved with policy delivery and development. And this is another opportunity for nutritionists to be involved with policy development by becoming a member of Secretariat. Another important organisation involved with public health is that of the British Nutrition Foundation, BNF. And they're involved with public dissemination of nutrition advice. They have run a journal called Nutrition Bulletin and also have a number of texts. An example of this is the cardiovascular disease, diet, nutrition and emerging risk factors, of which I had the privilege of contributing to. The launch of this was also associated with a conference, and the patron of BNF, Princess Anne, attended this conference, and I had the pleasure of meeting Princess Anne. She is very involved with BNF and also promoting nutrition. BNF is also involved with a number of research projects. An example of this is LipGene, which is an EU-funded project that I was involved with. So work very closely with members of BNF. And they also have a number of initiatives, including Healthy Eating Week, which is an annual event where it involves teaching students at school to consume a balanced diet and the importance of nutrition going forward in life. Again, involvement on a voluntary basis in the editorial groups, but also as a staff member of BNF. And I have 3 PhD students that have moved into BNF after graduating with a PhD. For any scientists, nutritionists or otherwise, it is really important to get money for our research. One of the most prestigious organisations within the UK are those of the Research Council, including the Medical Research Council, Biotechnology and Biological Science Research Council, and also Economic and Social Research Councils. And these offer research grants to key and leading edge research. And this also includes charities such as the British Heart Foundation and Diabetes UK. As academics, we are asked to review applications, and I always take the opportunity when I can to review these, learning a lot from them. And again, had the honour of being appointed as a member of the Medical Research Council Population and Systems Medical Board, grant-giving body, where I have found it really interesting working with inspiring scientists in the nutrition and also medical field. I'd also like to mention nutrition and industry. I was very lucky in my BSc to have a placement, 9 months of which was in a hospital, training to be a dietitian. But 6 months I spent in nutrition in Trowbridge in Wiltshire within food industry. And I was working on the forerunners of Fortisip. This gave me great opportunity to see how food industry works and really getting a lot of skills in that area. It also made me recognise and realise that although industry is really important, it's not an area I was particularly keen to get into throughout my career, which I think was a really important lesson to learn. However, I believe it is important for nutrition scientists to engage with industry, particularly in relation to research. We may give advice and know how the population can improve health and prevent disease. But if the foods aren't available for the public to consume, then they are unable to follow this advice. I've been involved in research projects with retailers such as Sainsbury's and also food industries listed here. And it has been a really important collaboration. But I think as nutrition scientists, it is always important to ensure that our research with industry is hypothesis driven and that we publish everything in relation to that research. Of course, industry is another area in which nutrition scientists can be involved, working within an industry as nutritional scientists. And many of my students have worked in industry and have become really interested and involved with nutrition within these food companies. So just to end, I'd like to say a little of my philosophy throughout my career. I'd like to encourage everyone to take opportunities that are offered to them and work outside of your comfort zone. Have resilience and perseverance and learn from your mistakes. I have made a number in my time, I must admit. Collaborate and be flexible. Believe in yourself and your aspirations. Work hard, never stop asking questions, and above all, enjoy yourself. Before I finish, I'd like to thank people. There are really too many people to thank who have been inspirational and important within my career. But I'd like to thank my research team, past and present, all members of the Hugh Sinclair Nutrition Research Group, my scientific collaborators of national and internationally, my research funding and funders, members of the Nutrition Society, SACN, AFN and the MRC, Nutrition Society staff, our fantastic SACN Secretariat, and volunteers on all of our studies. And of course, I'd like to thank sincerely my family and friends that have always encouraged, supported me throughout my career. And thank you very much for listening.